Is God formless or in form? Is God formless or in form? There's a fight, there's an argument, there's a debate which goes on between the group which says that God is formless, that God is only formless, and another group that says that God is only in form. Which is the truth? In this video, we're going to discuss about enlightened masters' opinions as well. In detail, we're going to look at it in detail. So if you're interested with this topic, stay tuned till the end of the video. Hi, I am Radhika Lakshmanan. I'm a karma transformational guide, and I help people to break their negative karmic patterns and heal their emotional wounds and reprogram their whole subconscious mind through unique hypnosis method, and I teach advanced meditation courses as well. So let's start. Is God formless or in form? In short, I'm going to say God is both formless and in form. God is both formless and in form. Why? See, God is a type of frequency and a state of consciousness. Okay? So, when you say that God can only exist in one way, when you say that God is only formless, or when you say that God is only in form, you are actually humiliating and disrespecting and diminishing the power, the magnificence of God, of the divine intelligence. You are diminishing, disrespecting, and humiliating the power and the magnificence of divine intelligence or God. You are limiting God's capability when you say that God can only exist in one way, in a single perspective, or in one dimension. Because why? The divine intelligence or God, or the frequency of God, is about three things: omnipotence, omnipresence, and omniscience. What is omnipotence? Omnipotence, that there is no limitation to God's power. There is no limitation in God's power. God can do anything. God can achieve anything. Am I right? The divine intelligence can do anything, can achieve anything. There's no limitation. Which means He can be in any forms. If He can create human beings, He can also exist in the form of human. He can also exist in the form of animal. He can come in any form. Because there's no limitation for His power. He can create anything. He can come in any form. The next is God is omnipresence. What does it mean? He can exist everywhere. God exists everywhere simultaneously. The divine intelligence can present everywhere simultaneously. And what does it mean? Again, it simply means God can be formless or can be form as well. He can be in form, in any form, or He can be in the formless state as well. Omniscience. God knows everything, past, future, present, everything. These are the three main things that describes the divine intelligence, the God. So when you say God is only formless, or when you say the God is only in certain forms, you are humiliating God. You are actually diminishing the power of God, the magnificence of God, the divine intelligence. I know many people don't like the word God. Let's call it divine intelligence, universe, or whatever. But for this video purpose, for the sake of this video, we'll use this word God. So, now, there are some disciples approached the enlightened master Ramana Maharishi. Okay? Now before that I would like to say that God is a type of frequency and a type of state of consciousness. Anybody can achieve God's frequency or attain God's state of consciousness if they take the right steps. If they take the right steps. And it's not just about praying. Okay, it's not just about praying, it's more than that. We are not going to go in detail about it in this video. We might speak about it in some other video. Okay, and that's the reason throughout the history there are many enlightened ascended masters and there are many deities and celestial beings that many religions are worshipping. That's the reason many different types of religions are worshipping to different types of deities, gods and goddesses and enlightened masters, because they know that God is a type of frequency, is a state of consciousness that can be attained by anyone. If they take the right steps. We are not 100% separate from God. When you say that we are different from God, you are simply saying that the waves are different from ocean. Are the waves different from the ocean? Are the rays of sun different from sun? No. The only difference is the form and the state of consciousness. Am I right? We might be ignorant. We might be foolish because we haven't truly realized our true self. We haven't truly attained the God frequency. We haven't truly realized the divine within us. All of us are made from the divine intelligence, including the so-called demons or whatever, am I right? But they are not vibrating at the frequency of God. They are vibrating, the demons or whatever, negative people, demonic people, people who are extremely mean, cruel, nasty. They are vibrating at a very low state of consciousness. They are vibrating from a place of fear. Hence, they do not realize their true divine essence. Okay, so now let's speak about the enlightened master Ramana Maharishi. Two disciples approached the enlightened master Ramana Maharishi and asked, "Master, is God in form or formless?" So Master Ramana Maharishi asked them, "Are you in form right now? Are you in form?" And they say yes. So if you are in form, where are you in your deep sleep? Why you cannot realize your body in your deep sleep? Where are you in your deep sleep? Why you are not aware of your own body in your deep sleep? So they said, we are in our formless state. So Ramana Maharishi said, yes, our true essence is formless. Especially when we are in the deep sleep, am I right? Our true essence is in the formless. But when we are awake, we recognize that we have body. So we only recognize that we have body once we are awake. Am I right? So long you are existing in a physical form, why don't you worship the formless God in a form? What is wrong with that? As long as you are in a physical form, what is wrong by worshipping a formless God in form? And then he asked them some other questions. How do you describe a formless God? Because those disciples are telling that God is formless. So he asked them, how do you describe the formless God? So they said, unconditionally loving, merciful, compassionate, powerful. So Ramana Maharishi said, exactly. So, those are attributes. Merciful, loving, powerful, kind. Those are attributes of the formless God. Am I right? Similarly, a form is also a type of attribute. It's a type of attribute. You cannot worship God without a notion. You cannot worship God without a belief, without an attribute. So form is also an attribute. Do you understand? So in my perspective, God is a type of frequency that can be attained by anyone. You truly realize God within yourself and you become one with the divine intelligence. You become one. When you become one, you're operating together with the divine intelligence harmoniously. Do you understand? So God is both formless and inform. The human mind requires an object of focus to connect with the divine intelligence of God on a personal level. Okay? Some people, they prefer to connect with the divine or the God through a physical form, because it helps them to connect with the divine intelligence easier, and to form a deeper personal relationship with God or divine intelligence. We are all human beings. Yes, all of us are human beings, but we are very different and unique from each other. We have different personalities. We have unique personalities. We are not the same. At the essence, we are the same. But when it comes to personalities, we are totally different. And our diversity influences the way we connect with each other, we connect with our surrounding, and it certainly influences the way we connect with the divine intelligence, with God. We have different personalities. Some of us are more visual. Let's say we want to learn something, a subject. Some of us might be more visual. We need to have pictures, we need to see the words. Meanwhile, some others might be more auditory. We need to listen, we need to hear. Meanwhile, some others need to touch, need to feel and touch to learn certain things. Meanwhile, some others might have to do certain things, need to practice certain things in order to learn. Similarly, with our different personalities, we can choose the way we want to connect with divine intelligence of God through different ways based on our personality and based on our background, our experiences. Am I right? So, usually the human mind requires a solid object to focus on. God can exist in any forms. God or divine intelligence is not limited like a human mind. God can transcend any boundaries. There's no limitation. If God or the divine intelligence can create human beings, He can certainly exist as human Himself or in any forms Himself, not just human. Am I right? He has no limitation. He has no boundaries. Let me give you an example. Like I think the enlightened masters, Ramakrishna Paramsa gave some examples. See, we have 5 fingers. All are fingers, but all are in different forms. They are not the same. A mother might have 5 children, but all 5 children might be different from each other. They're siblings, but they might have totally different personalities, and they might have different tastes related to food. One might prefer burger, another one might prefer noodles, another one might prefer something else. So God can be both in form and formless. We also connect with God and divine intelligence based on where we are, at which stage we are, and in spirituality. Based on the stage of our spirituality. Are we a beginner in the path of spirituality? Or are we an advanced spiritual seeker? So the beginners on the path of spirituality might prefer to connect with the God or the divine intelligence to different ways. Meanwhile, the advanced spiritual seeker might connect with divine intelligence to some other advanced way. We are not the same. So when you say that God can only exist in formless, or when you say that God can only be in form, or when you say God can only exist in certain location, you are humiliating God's power and the magnificence of the divine intelligence power. Don't limit it. Some people might connect with the frequency of God through a higher level of deities or ascended masters. Meanwhile, some others might connect to the divine intelligence of God through meditation. Some people connect through divine intelligence through nature. So we have different ways, different forms. Everything in the external are just tools for us to go within ourselves, to truly realize our true self. What is the true self? The true self is the divine intelligence within us. All of us are created by the divine intelligence. As I said, the waves are not different from the ocean. The rays of the sun are not different from the sun. Only the form is different. So God and the divine intelligence is a state of consciousness, is a type of frequency. We need to take the right steps to attain that frequency, to realize God. Okay, so stop fighting with each other. Alright, so if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this issue. Please write it in the comment section. Please share this video with others, because there's a huge argument that's going on between formless God and God in form. Thank you.